Thank you, and brothers and sisters, especially Sister Grace, Brother Mira, and Brother Samuel and his wife, Sister Dana. Job well done. Now I call Brother Devin. Come forward, please.
Be patient, the next speaker will be in just a moment. Thank you for attending this live broadcast at the Universal Palms Hotel at 4900 Front Line Road, Fort Lauderdale. We will also be back at this same location on August 24th of this year with another fantastic presentation. Brother Devin will now take over and speak. Thank you, Brother Devin.
Shabbat Shalom. First of all, I have to give thanks to the Almighty Yah and give thanks for this moment. Without Him, this couldn't be possible. I thank the New Life Assembly, Rod Miller, wife, and all the brethren. Thanks, Brother D, for inviting us. And thanks to all the brethren. I don't know all of your names, but Father know y'all, and thank you very much. Today I'm just going to look at real quick, because when I spoke to Brother D in the week and asked him his topic, it was about who the true Messiah of Israel is. Now that is a very important topic, because this is a question that's been going on for over 2,000 years. There are many sages who said there will be one Messiah coming twice. There are some who said there will be two Messiah coming once. There are some who even said there will be two Messiah coming twice. And the reason why some speak that there will be a Messiah by Joseph, that means a suffering Messiah, just as how Yahusef or Joseph, he kind of suffered in Egypt, and later on he became the breadwinner for his family, so to speak. So that is based upon Isaiah 53, like a suffering servant. Then they also talk about the kingly Messiah, which prophesied in Isaiah 11 that a seed shall come forth from Yeshai, Jesse, the Ruach HaKodesh will be upon him. This Messiah was supposed to be a kingly Messiah. So they said, well, we have two Messiahs right there, the suffering Messiah and the kingly Messiah. Then they talk about a priestly Messiah. This is based upon Tehillim, Psalms 110 from verse 1 to 4, where it says, you shall be a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek. So some people say, wait, that those are three different Messiahs. Now the thing is, they are one and the same. And I'm just going to present it real quick. Isaiah 53, verse 1. Many people says this is about the nation of Israel, or many rabbis said that. But when you go through it, which I'll go through it real quick, and we'll show you that this is speaking about the Messiah, not Israel. In verse 1 it said, who has believed our report? And to whom was the arm of Yahweh revealed? Why this is important? Because it was prophesied 800 years before Yahushua that when the good news has been spread, the people of Israel as a whole, they wouldn't believe it. So right here is asking, who has believed our report? And to whom was the arm of Yahweh revealed? The term arm of Yahweh is a metaphor that means salvation. We see it in like Exodus where it says, thy right hand, O Yahweh, has smashed the enemies to pieces. And in Numbers 11:23, give us this example. Verse 2, for he grew up before him as a tender plant and as a root out of dry ground. He has no form or splendor that we shall look upon him, nor appearance that we shall desire him. Verse 3, despised and rejected by men, a man of pains and knowing sickness. And as one from whom the face is hidden, being despised, we did not consider him. Truly he has borne our sicknesses and carried our pain. Yet we reckoned him smitten by Elohim and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgression. He was crushed for our crookedness. The chastisement for our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are all healed. Verse 6, we all like sheep went astray. Each one of us has turned to his own way, and Yahweh has laid on him the crookedness of us all. He was oppressed, and he was afflicted, but he did not open his mouth. He was led as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearer is silent, but he did not open his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And as for his generation, who considered that He shall be cut off from the land of the living. For the transgression of my people he was stricken. Let me pause right there. If this was talking about Israel as a nation, Isaiah wrote this prophecy 800 years before Yahushua. And Isaiah's people was Israel. So it would make sense if he said, for the transgression of my people, Israel, was Israel stricken. That doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense when he said, for the transgression of my people, Yahushua was stricken. Verse 9, and he was appointed a grave with the wrong and with the rich at his death, because he had done no violence, nor was deceit in his mouth. Now this is interesting. If you look at Hosea 11 verse 12, it states, Ephraim has surrounded me with lying, and the host of Israel with deceit. So it's saying here that Israel as a nation has deceit. So right here in Isaiah 53 verse 9, when they say he had done no violence, nor was any deceit in his mouth, obviously that's going to be speaking about Israel, because we just read in Hosea 11:12, where Israel had deceit. Verse 10, but Yahweh was pleased to crush him. He laid sickness on him, and when he made himself an offering for guilt, the Hebrew there Hasham, he became a guilt offering. He will see a seed. He will prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahweh prosper in his hand. He will see the result of his suffering, of his life, and be satisfied. Through his knowledge, my righteous servant makes many righteous, and he bears their crookedness. Therefore I give him a portion among the great, and he divides the spoil with the strong, because he poured out his being unto death. And he was counted with the transgressors, and he bore the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. Now, if you look in Isaiah 52, verse 13 to 15, it links the suffering Messiah and the exalted Messiah as one and the same. Many people ask me many times, how do we know it's the same person? Well, Isaiah 52, Yeshua 52, verse 13 to 15, he said, see, my servant shall work wisely. He shall be exalted and lifted up and very high. Whenever in scripture you see that term, lifted up high, exalted, that's a messianic term. As many were astonished at you, so the disfigurement beyond any man's, and his form beyond the sons of men. In other words, we know from the good news, Yahushua was beaten beyond recognition. Okay? Verse 15, he shall likewise start from many nations, sovereigns or kings, shut their mouths at him. For what had not been recounted to them, they shall see, and what they had not heard, they shall understand. So right here we see the same suffering Messiah is the same Messiah who is exalted and lifted up as one and the same. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Brother Devin, for a very great presentation.